Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our another podcast. It's Sharmila here, and today we'll be talking about mental health. So this is a continuation of our mental health activity, which is called Mental Health Matters. And today we will incorporate our previous activity into the podcast because we consider that mental health is an important topic to talk about, and mental health. Some people might be confused. So we know about physical health. That's like health regarding our body, but mental health would be regarding your mind. So emotional, psychological, social well-being. And this incorporates and influences your perception, your behavior, your cognition. So it's important to emphasize and talk about these stuffs. So there are a couple of examples that can affect your mental health, and how you deal with it will affect the behaviors. So for example, dealing with stress or dealing with social relationships. So these are a couple of examples of how those behaviors and mental health are linked together. So mental health is just as important as physical health, and normalizing and talking about mental health will allow people that need help to ask for help. And today we have a very special guest, Kun Chadanai Sonchai. He's a consultant from Suicidal Hospital. That was our special guest in our Mental Health Matters activity as well. And we will have a short Q&A that addresses students' concerns regarding mental health. So let's move right there. Okay, so Q&A for our Mental Health Matters activity. So the first question that we have is, how can university students balance mental health, family, friends, and studies well?
Okay. That actually difficult, right? To balance everything. And I know that it is, study itself is kind of difficult already. But I feel like in order to balance that, I would want us to prioritize first, maybe ask ourselves, what do we want from the university life? Like, because I feel like some of us, even though we are in the same faculty, we might not have the same goal. I know everyone like don't wanna graduate with an honor. For someone they might have a different goal in terms of they want to like have a university life as a memories, as like having fun, joining some club, doing arts activities. So I think first of all, it is quite important for you to know what you want from the university, so that you can plan, so that you can give the portion of your time to contribute to something that it will achieve your goal. If you want to make some friends, okay, spend time with them. If you're more focusing on academic, if you're more focusing on the result of your grade, then spend more on reading some of those stuff. But the last thing I want you to remember is that please remember to not go over something like everything in my life is study. Is not like that. All right, please remember to at least go out to see your friends, like talking to some of your families, and also take care of yourself as well. So I think that's the way to balance the university life.
I see. So it's the most important thing is to prioritize what you would like. So are you looking for academic excellence or non-academic? But it's more important that you balance with entertainment and enjoy, bring things, activities also part of your life. So yeah, I think I also agree that prioritizing and enjoying is the most important thing, because those are the things, once we become like 60 years old, these memories are the things that will remind us and keep pushing us to continue. So thank you very much. And the next question, what should we do when we're overwhelmed?
I think first of all, do we know why do we overwhelm? Find the cause of it, the root cause of it. If there is something that we can fix, go fix it. But if there is something we cannot do about it, but the feeling is still there, is still overwhelmed, I think the best way is to talk it out. I find it, I heard it many times that people like really surprised how talking it out can actually lift the weight from your shoulder or from your chest. So I would say just talk it out. But find someone that you trust, find someone that you feel like talking with them wouldn't cause more problems, and then go talk to them. Maybe ask them first if they're ready to listen or not. Alright? And then if they're ready to listen, maybe talk it out. And I think you will find a huge difference when someone is actually listening to you. If you talk with your friends or someone and is still there, maybe go get some help from more professional way. That could be the second thing you can do.
Yeah, I would also agree. Like from my personal experience, having someone to listen to our worries is always helpful. So if you can find the right one, it would be much easier to go through such situations. Okay, so next question. What is the best way to help friends with depression and suicidal tendencies? So a bit serious question here.
Yeah, sure. Because we talk because in the question is talk about depression and suicidal tendency. It's actually quite different, but I think the common thing that you can do is that, like we see in the video, you can ask them how they feel, ask them whether they're okay or not, if they want to talk. But when it's come to depression, if you see that okay, your friends might have depression, one thing that I would want to do is that maybe I check with my friends whether they need to have more support. Um, you can you can go to the hospital or to the office of counseling with them in order to at least because sometimes going to the hospital alone is quite scary. So you can be that friend who at least like make them have a little more confidence on that. And but with suicidal thought, that would be another story. It will be more way kind of scary. I mean, in terms of if you are the one who listen to that thought, but it's the same. Just listen to it and asking them whether what can you help them. But if you really, really feel like your friends after leaving you will go jump off the building right away or something like that, call 911. Oh, not 911. What is it? 191. Right? 191. Yeah. Or alert someone if you feel that that is so intense. Yeah. Let other know. All right. That is more important. Then just like listen and then let it go.
Yeah. So if we like see the warning signs, I think instead of taking that responsibility solely on ourselves, we should also seek help and manage that situation better by asking other people to get involved as well. So that could be a way to help your friend. Okay. And another question is rationalizing your emotions with reasons healthy?
I usually said the emotion can happen without a good reason. Like, and there is your emotion doesn't need to have a support evidence, right? You don't need to have that in order to have your like if you feel down or if you feel really, really angry, you don't need to like have a good reason for that. But sometimes if you feel like I don't want to say rationalize it, but if you like kind of know where it's come from, I think that would be good so that you understand what caused you these feelings, what caused you the anger. And I think understand that part will help you in the future to kind of minimize the effect of your emotion. But if you talk about do I need a reason to feel this way? No, you don't actually need that. You can feel anything.
I think there are times like during the night we suddenly feel like we're crying or we're too happy and we don't really know what specific reason led to that emotion. So you can always have a variety of emotions, but you can also look towards like stimulants that because of so and so in my day went like this. There was somebody who complimented the way I look, or my presentation went well. So some of the things can help trigger a better emotion that you're having. So you can look forward to those stimulants.
That's true.
So to end off our Q&A, one last question. What are 3 most important ways to keep our mental health healthy and stable?
I think the first one is to be aware of yourself. Yeah, I think that's quite important, that we know what our state of mind at the moment. Like if today, okay, you feel a little bit down, you don't want to talk to anyone, that is important, because so that you can choose what to do in that day. If you don't want to see anybody, just don't foresee anyone. And I think the second one is to remember that there are things that you can do to help when you have a down day. I can say that, like a self-care. Please remember that you have those two in you, that you can change your own mood, you can direct your own thoughts, like you have the power to control yourself. I think that's one is another important. And I think that the third one is that I would say, like, do not like use anything extreme. Extreme mean like substance or any activity that is give you a lot of happiness, and then you were drawn to that so much. I think when you do something too extreme, that will later give the consequence that will not make your life so balanced. I would say that. Yeah, like that. I mean, you can have fun, but not to the extreme. All right. Something like that.
So the 3 ways was to be aware of yourself, and the second is that it's within you, that you can take care of yourself. So self-care is very important, and keeping that a daily thing in your life, an active role in your life. And lastly, don't go to extreme substance uses or any other activities that can be harmful to you. Yeah, so that would be our Q&A session. Thank you very much, Kunchan and I, once again. And
thank you for the good summaries.
Thank you. So that was our Q&A with our guest speaker. Hopefully those questions and answers were helpful to all MUIC students. And to continue further on to give you guys more resources where you can seek help for mental health issues or disorders or any kind of help, we have MUIC Student Affairs Office at the old building where you can ask for help, and they're happy to help you anytime. And we also have other resources like the Samaritan of Thailand, which you will be provided the resources on the screen. And we also have a mental health hotline, 1323, which is available 24 hours. So anytime you need help, you can seek any of these 3 resources to ask for help. So that is it for our podcast today. Hopefully this was useful for all of you guys, and all the podcasts that we have done this trimester was entertaining and useful to all of you guys. And we'll see you guys again next trimester. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.